All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Better Mind Podcast. I believe this is episode 10. Yeah, it's been a while, but we just want to welcome you. Today I have a special guest. Yeah, he's really special because he has done a lot of things. His name is Lee J. I don't know if Lee J is your full name or uh,
Actually, my full name, sir.
what's your full name?
Yeah,
All right,
DJ.
it's just because we are already on it. Tell us more about yourself.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm actually,
We're not sure this afternoon. Or
yeah. I'm Minister Lee J, all the way from Luxembourg. Lee J Oliver, if I have to put it
Minister
that way.
Lee J.
Minister
yes,
Lee J.
yes.
All the way from Luxembourg in the northwest.
In the northwest.
Yes, sir.
Oh, in north. Do you know Bishop Louis? I know Bishop Louis.
Yeah, I know him.
You know him?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Very well.
yes.
Very well.
All right. Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us more. Oh, who is Lee J?
Lee J Oliver is a very simple guy. An ordinary guy with a very extraordinary gift.
All right.
Gifted by God. Born and bred in Luxembourg, like I said, a small town called Bladeville.
Okay.
A town where a lot of people wouldn't actually think that there is greatness that can come from
Oh
it.
yes. Oh yes.
But I'm a result of it. Born and bred in a Christian house,
Oh,
a
yes,
family
yes.
that knows God, that firmly believing in the principles of Jesus Christ and believing in Him. So all I can say is that I've been a boy growing up in church, Sunday
church,
school,
oh,
junior youth, and also youth.
Youth. Yeah.
But that's basically who I am. That's
All right.
basically who I am.
All right.
Yeah.
So this music thing, where did you get it?
I was born with it.
You're born with it.
Born with it because I think I was a young boy at the age of 5, 6.
Oh.
And my mother already started grooming me when it comes to harmonies and vocals.
So your mother was a singer as well.
Yes, my mother was a singer.
So
Actually, my own family.
Your whole family.
My whole family.
So it was much easier for you to join.
Yes.
Wow, that's powerful.
Hence, I'm saying I was born with it because everybody was already in it. So
it was just falling in.
Yeah, it was something that I was already vibing with.
But tell
when I
me
grew
more.
up.
Growing up in a family where everyone is a singer, how was it?
The thing with my family is the fact that because I could see that that God has really given them the gift of singing, it always inspired me
Okay.
to also sing. But I never thought that whatever they were instilling in my life when it comes to music would get me to the point of me being today a music director.
Oh yes.
So it was great having that family. It obviously fed off from each other onto each other, and I think whether it be some of them being born again or not in our family, even those that weren't in church could sing.
Wow. So you grew up in church.
Yes, sir.
Basically. You
Yes,
started
sir.
from Sunday school.
Yes,
Youth. But when did you start singing in the church?
Started singing in the church at the age of 8.
Wow.
8. I think I might be wrong. It might be at the age of 7.
7, yeah.
8.
But between 7 and 8.
Yes, I started at that age already. I was quite involved in the Sunday school, and because I could sing the way I did at that age already, hence I say my mom groomed me at the early age. I was put into Sunday school, and our Sunday school was how can I say, was a good Sunday school at that age when it comes to music already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Already there was a Sunday school choir.
Yes, there was a Sunday school choir. I can remember my aunt was my Sunday school teacher. And she
Okay.
could sing. So she wasn't the typical Sunday school leader that would make us sing one voice. She was that person that told you that
Yes.
sing eerste stem,
Yes.
sing tweede stem and derde stem. That time we didn't know what alto, tenor, and sopranos was. And already at that age, we were groomed into
So,
it.
but then, what was the challenging thing, especially in the church, especially, I mean, from Sunday school
Yeah.
to youth? What was the challenging part? Because, I know music sometimes can be challenging, especially in the church.
Yeah, I think in our church, coming to church, the challenging part for us was not knowing if we would get a chance to actually expose ourselves in our gifts because we were sitting with it,
Oh, yes.
but it couldn't be stretched.
Oh.
But with like I said, with my aunt, as time went on, in church, we grew into to having all those little choirs. Apart from having to sing in church, we did it in Sunday school. You know those Sunday school moments where it's only the Sunday school by itself.
Oh, yes.
Today it's church with Sunday school maybe happening in some room or whatever, and the kids are being separated. For us, it was that Saturday thing where we could express ourselves.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't say it was much of a challenge, but it wasn't really brought to a point where it was exposed in church and people really understanding that, oh, there are kids in church that can really sing. So how do we develop them?
How do we develop them?
Was the problem at that time. But on those Saturdays when we got together as a Sunday school, it was really pushed that we understand what it is to sing, what music is all about and stuff like that. But I took it by heart. I took it by heart, and the little that I got from there pushed me to where I am today.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Yeah, but then from Sunday school to youth,
Yeah.
and then after that, what did you do? Because I know you can play piano, ne?
Yeah, but not as
bit,
good as
ne?
you. Yeah.
But obviously you can,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
yes,
there is
yes.
something that you know.
Yeah.
And I remember you spoke about playing drums as well.
Yes, I started.
Tell me more about that.
I with singing being, how can I say, part of my passion at that time, at that early age, at the age of 10, I think I really had this thing inside of me where I wanted to play drums. I remember my pastor once bought a set of drums and it was just standing there on the stage because no one could play it.
No one,
I couldn't play drums at all, but I knew what it was to keep a beat. So at home I had these tunes that I put together and was playing.
Okay.
My grandmother looked at me and said, you must play in church. And I said, no, I can't play drums. Just one Sunday.
So from teens,
Yeah, from tons.
Yeah.
Tons, man. Even my hi-hats, I designed my own hi-hat.
you design.
I designed it. I
we call
created
that
it.
creativity.
Creativity.
Yeah.
And from there, I think there was one Sunday.
Okay.
My grandmother told me, go play drums. And I said, no, I can't. At age 10. And she pushed me and she forced me and said, go.
Go and play.
So I went on there. The only thing that I did was putting my hand on the snare drum and on the kick. And that's how I kept my timing. She
Okay.
came up to the stage and she took the stick and she kept the time on the hi-hat for me.
Oh yes.
And since that day,
Oh yeah. Which means she identified the
yes,
gift.
yes, sir. Yes.
Wow, that's powerful.
And my mind was, I'm a singer.
You're a singer.
I'm not more than this.
Yes.
You know. So from that day on, I really found a
And
passion
how old
for
were
playing
you?
drums. 10 years at that age.
10 years.
At that time, yeah. I was 10 years old. You
You
know.
started singing at 7, and at 10 years you went to drums.
Yes, sir. Only at the age of 15.
Then
someone else-
when did the keyboard?
Yes. At the age of 15, there was a certain pastor also in our area that just one day played on his keyboard. And I went and stand next to him. And
Wow.
he just took my hand and said, you want to play? I said, yes, I want to play. Can you teach me? And he showed me 3 chords from the F sharp.
Oh yes.
Up until today, I play those 3 chords.
The
but
records on F sharp.
I'm trying to do so much more from it.
Yes, yes.
And I actually play today. I wouldn't say I'm playing as a professional keyboard player, but I happen to find myself in churches where there's no keyboard players.
Oh,
and
then you
that's
fall
why
in. Yeah.
I actually fall in and I just do what I
just
the
do
bit
what
that I can do, but to the best of my capacity.
Wow, you come a long way.
Yes,
You
sir.
come a long way.
Yeah.
You know, listening to you, because from the age of 7 starting to sing at the church, you know, because we see today our young people
Yeah.
are not really interested in music. I
Yes.
don't know why.
Yes.
I really don't know why, because I remember when I was growing up, they used to chase us to say, hey, go and play, because we will want to come to play instruments.
Yes.
But I don't know why. What is happening now? Young people don't know, they are no longer interested
true.
in music.
It's true. And I always say that inside of everybody there's a gift of music.
There's a gift, yes.
There is a gift of music.
Yes.
It's just a matter of you pursuing it. But
Pursuing it,
I
yeah.
think for where we find ourselves, people are so intrigued by other things. I think, like I said, we spoke the other day concerning DJing and so many
DJing,
things
yes,
happening.
yes,
Nothing wrong with that music and stuff like that. But I think that side of the musical aspect is being more exposed, is being more
exposed,
intrigued.
yes,
and,
yes,
and,
yes.
and I find it that the church doesn't really, how can I say platform in that sense where it actually excites young people to do this thing.
So what do you think it can be done, like, especially in the church?
Like you just said now, I think with parents today, identify the gift in your child.
Identify the gift.
Now, if it is that you find yourself being part of a ministry, speak to the pastor and say, this child has got a gift. Doesn't mean that this child has got to get onto the stage immediately, but find some sense of a form of grooming these kids.
Yeah.
You know, that's where a passion is being ignited at the end of the day.
All right.
So I think that is something that really should be looked at in
Okay.
church.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to buy or if you want to support Net Apparel hoodies, you can contact me on 065 848 6353. Net Apparel. I'll also have some of the information on the screen for you. If you can see me, I'm wearing one of the hoodies of Net Apparel. You can do support. You can also support us by liking our Facebook page, and also Instagram and Twitter as well. You can follow us on Twitter. So yeah, let's support the community. Let's support the black businesses. Let's support each other. That's the only way. Yeah, our hoodies are so cheap. We are very cheap. It's only 350. It's only 350. Yeah. By the way, I'm still with Lee J. So, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm so honored, to be interviewing you. You are such a great man. You are such a big man. I respect you.
Thank you, Bishop.
I respect you because of your work.
Yes.
Because your work must speak as well.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We cannot just wake up and say we respect a certain person without knowing what that person is doing.
Yes.
But because we have seen your work, we have seen what you are doing, we are following you everywhere.
Yeah.
So we can see, and we can see what you are trying even to do even here in NAD.
Yes, sir.
But while we are there, tell us more who you have worked with in the music industry and what are you currently doing now?
Yes, sir. Honestly, I look into the community when it comes to my work. I would rather look at what we can bring out of a community than me working with the who's out there. I think our people need platform. And we need to love each other. So for all these years, I've been working for approximately nine churches.
Wow.
Working now currently at Circle Church in Mondio.
Okay.
With Pastor L.J. Eskins. I think 3 months ago, I've worked with the Freya Punkster worship team. They just recorded their first album. Very successful album. Very beautiful, awesome team. And we thank God for the product that came from that. Something that I actually thought would happen in my early stage of ministry. But God's timing is not our time.
Yeah, God's timing is not our time. Yeah.
So yeah, I've worked with a few people. I've done the Sunday Night Live, and with the Sunday Night Live, it was a concert that I had every month, once a month, and we are reviving it currently now with a new group called Triumph.
Yes.
So that is what we're looking for now. But with every event that we have in mind already is where we want to bring in your Patrick Duncans, your Angeliques. We want to bring in Lusanda Beja.
From Cape Town. Is it from Cape Town? Yes.
I'm not sure. Is it from Cape Town or?
Yeah, but I'm not sure as well. But I think he's not from here in Gauteng.
Gauteng. Yeah, so those are the people that we looking towards working with, and just see what we can get from them.
Tell us more about the group.
The group Triumph consists out of various worshippers in Annandale.
In Annandale. Right here in Annandale. Right if you thought Annandale it doesn't have talent, you are wrong.
Yeah. I think the people who always said that Annandale is far. It's not Annandale.
Yeah, man. These people must stop saying Annandale is far. I complain. I fight with a lot of people who are telling me that Annandale you need passport when you come if you want to come to Annandale is not far. Annandale is not far. It's just here around the corner.
But I would just say it's not far. It's just where God is busy hiding great talent.
Yes.
God is hiding great talent.
Great talent.
And it just need to be exposed in this time and where we're finding ourselves. I think COVID we held us back from doing what we want to do now.
Through that,
and now we need to become more aggressive as to what we want to do for God. So with this various worship teams that we are gathering, the concept is actually for us to, at the end of the day, I think I spoke to you guys concerning the fact, that we want to do recording on the end of November.
A live recording.
And imagine that being people coming from
NAD.
So Triumph consists out of those kind of people, but that is the vision that we have for people to be exposed as, and if you look at the group itself, it consists out of people that I see as leaders in their various churches. So bringing them together and asking myself that apart from the fact that we are singing on Sunday mornings, what more is there we can do to expose the given talents, that the great gifts that God has given us at the end of the day. So we're looking forward and we're excited for that.
And how many members do you have so far?
For now, we have 5 vocals and it's between 6 and 7 musicians that we have.
6 and 7 musicians.
Between 6 and 7. We're actually planning on having a 16 piece when it comes to vocals. 16 vocals. When you look at the Lusanda Beja projects, when you look at Joyous Celebration, I ask myself that why can't we get such greatness from places like Annandale? But it doesn't concern out of a specific race or whatever. Whoever wants to come on board, you come on board with your great talent, and we make sure.
So if people wants to join, how can they contact you?
On WhatsApp. I'm on Facebook. I also have a page on
Or
Facebook called
is there a group's page on Facebook?
my personal page,
Or your
my
personal
personal
page?
artist page.
Okay.
But I'm posting more of the triumph stuff and everything that's
Oh,
happening
okay.
on there.
Okay,
So,
what's your page?
Lee J Music.
Lee J Music.
Lee J
All right.
Music.
If you want to join the group that is based here, right here in Enedale, I
Yes.
think is it only people from Enedale so far that can join?
No, sir. There's people from El Dorado Park.
Or even people from El Dorado Park, I think even surroundings, Lens,
Yeah.
Loli,
Ranfontein.
Ranfontein,
Yes,
they
there's
can
a lot of
come
people.
and join the group. You
Yeah.
can just contact Lee J on his page, Lee J's as music, right?
J Music.
Lee J Music.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're doing an awesome job here in Enedale,
Yes, thank you, sir.
especially because I believe Enedale has talent.
Yeah, great talent here.
Enedale has talent.
talent.
It just needed someone to lead.
Yeah.
You understand? Because Moses was the leader, but there were people behind him. Because you cannot be a leader if there are no people behind you
Following.
and following you.
Yes.
You understand? So you are doing such a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, but tell me more about also people. I think you spoke about the evening services or the worship nights that we were doing.
Yeah.
Also, tell me more about them.
The worship nights that we are doing, it's where we're starting the Triumph event.
Oh,
Where
okay.
we're going to have this once every month.
Or once every month.
Yeah, once every month. And we're also building a profile towards the recording that we want to have
Oh, yes.
in November. But the more we have of our own people on stage, the more we have of the talents that we know we have but don't get the exposure needed. We want to create a platform where people come and say, oh, we never knew of Bishop
yes.
Net. We never knew of this
Yes,
person
yes.
and that person. Hence, we are working with the likes of people like Jason Stalls that was also
Oh,
here.
yes, yes, he was here,
Jolene
yes.
Roskin.
She was here as well, yeah.
you know, people like that. And those are people that I feel like at this time, they should have had albums out.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think Jason
definitely.
already built himself a great profile. I couldn't go to anyone better than him to
Yes,
have this
yes.
Triumph event with.
Yes, with-
because
yeah,
they say iron sharpens iron,
Through that.
and,
through
and
that.
that is why I brought people like Jason.
And he's such a great musician, great music director.
One of the finest.
Humble in
Humble.
spirit.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
So that's our plan with the Triumph event to have it once every month.
Once every month.
Yes,
Oh,
for
yes.
worship evening.
That's powerful.
But we can do more.
We definitely,
We can do
definitely. So people, please, the event. When is the event?
The launch now will
The launch
be on
is-
the 3rd of July.
3rd of July.
Yeah, Sunday, 3rd of
Please,
July.
guys, do support Enedale. I'm speaking to Enedale now. Please do support. This is for us,
Yeah.
all of us. And how much is it?
It's a free
It's
concert.
a free concert.
It's a free
It's for
concert.
free. So let's do support one another. I'm actually inviting all churches, worshiping teams. It will also be nice for you to go and learn as well.
Yes.
It also
Yes.
be nice for you to go and even if you want to join after, then you'll see what we are joining. So please, in a day, let's support this new group. This is our baby. It's our baby. Yeah, it's our baby. Yeah, and then So apart from the group, what else are you doing?
I'm also doing graphic designing on the side.
Graphic design.
Yeah, I'm a freelance graphic designer.
yes.
I have my own small anyana business on the
Small
side
anyana business.
called Anointed Hustle.
Anointed Hustle.
Yes, sir.
So Anointed Hustle is part of the graphic designing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So whatever it is that you want me to design
So
for
if
you,
people want your services, how can they contact you?
they can find me on Facebook
On
at Lee J Oliver. You can also inbox me, what we call today Messenger.
Messenger.
Find me on
yes,
Messenger
yes,
and get
yes.
me there. I also have my number that I can put out there for people if they want,
yes.
if they're interested.
Yeah, if you can just say the number.
Yeah, it's 065
Or 65
908 0725.
0725.
That's where you can
Yeah.
find me on WhatsApp, or you can call me.
WhatsApp calls, they can
Yes,
find you.
definitely.
That's the easiest way.
Easiest way, sir.
Yeah, and what else is there more?
That's the graphic designing. Then I also do vocal coaching.
Vocal coaching.
Vocal coaching. I
yes.
do harmony arrangements and stuff like that. It's not for a specific church. Anyone that needs me in that area,
yes.
I can do that, and it can be at a minimal cost.
Oh,
Very
yes,
minimal
yes,
cost.
yes,
You
yes.
know, the thing behind all this is to help the community.
To help the community,
You know,
giving
help the
back to the community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm so happy to hear about the work that you are doing, especially here in I think Enedale it has been so quiet, man.
Yeah, very
Very quiet.
very good.
Very quiet. I think COVID made things even more worse.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
did.
But I'm happy we have people like you in the community
Yes,
that
sir.
are really pushing young talent,
Yes.
exposing young talent. Like you are saying, people like Theo Lane were supposed to be having albums by now.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I believe in your leadership, we're gonna see more great
Yeah.
work.
Exactly.
Gonna see more great works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing in this is also to not always look at yourself, but to identify the talent. The
To
Bible says you
identify the
must
talent.
place your brother high above yourself.
Yes.
If you humble yourself, God will lift you up. But also know that if there's a gift that you can identify, make
Yes.
room and say,
Make
how can I
room.
invest in you instead of myself? Because what's happening most of the times is we're looking at ourselves and how we can
Yeah.
elevate ourselves. But when we elevate ourselves, might not even be the time where God wants us to
True
do that.
that.
Where God wants us to take whatever we have, the resources that we
Yeah.
have financially, and invest in someone else, and say, go do whatever it is God has called you for, because we need to see the greatness inside of each other. If we don't see it, and we become selfish, and we need to be. When it comes to ministry, we should be actually more selfless than selfish.
Powerful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to record your music, whether your EP, your album, whether your single, please do contact us. We'll put the numbers on the screen, or you can also, my sound engineer, I always fight with him because the name of the studio, it's so difficult to say.
Pronounce.
What's the name of the studio? Yeah, I don't understand, why do we have to have so many names in one name? Realistic brood production. Yeah, even if you tell someone from Val, from Free State, they won't gonna remember that. But by the way, if you want to record, please do contact us. Yeah, you'll put the numbers on the screen. And also, if you are looking for a photographer, to do your pictures, professional pictures, not iPhone. I know people love iPhone pictures, but your professional pictures, you can also contact us at 0658486353. It's either photography or videography. And video editing as well. You can also contact us. We'll help you with those services. Other than that, on the 1st, is it on the 1st? On the 2nd of July, of June, July, yeah. On the 2nd of July, Chosen Gospel Group. I don't know if it's Chosen Gospel Group or it's just Chosen, but they are having a winter concert. Yeah, winter concert at AFM right here in Enedale. Tickets are about 100 rand. You can buy tickets from Pastor Mangazi. I think we'll have Pastor Mangazi's number on the screen so that you can contact here directly, or I can get tickets for you. If you're looking for tickets, I'll have tickets for you ready. But please, guys, on the 2nd of July, we are having that Chosen winter concert. We have like artists like Angelique, ne?
Yes.
Angelique. We have who else? What? EOM, ne? Yeah, EOM, and then AFM worshiping team. Yeah, please guys, I'll be there as well. I don't know what I will be doing, but I'll be there. Maybe I'll be behind the camera or somewhere. Yeah, but I'll be there. Yeah, and also on the 4th, ne? On the 3rd, we having another concert right at the same venue. Yeah, that place is blessed. 2 concerts in just 1 weekend.
Yes.
Tell us more about it.
About the Triumph launch and
We have
concert.
guest artists.
Yeah, we actually have local guest artists that
yes.
we have. We have the AFM Shalom, the very ones that you spoke
Oh,
about
yes,
now.
yes.
We have a group all the way from the Val.
From
They
the
call
Val.
the AFM Gateway Praise and Worship Team.
Okay,
Then we
power.
have Terry Ann Swartz. She's from my church, Circle Church.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
I have Eugene Weapon. That's one guy that you must come and listen to.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Awesome guy. Then lastly, we have a group from El Dorado Park called Dessa. That's also going to be there.
All right.
So,
yeah, it's gonna the first weekend of July is gonna be fire. 2 concerts in any day. I know. Also, if you want a place where you want to fellowship, where you want to worship, we inviting you at worship and Thanksgiving tabernacle right here. This is my home church. It's also good to mention that if you want to come and fellowship with us, you are more than welcome. Our services start around 10 in the morning, Sundays. We also have Wednesday services. By the way, I'm not gonna say I'm inviting you tonight, but yeah, today's Wednesday. But the podcast might be, might be posted on Thursday or Friday. So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I'm still here with my brother here, Minister Lee J. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
As we are closing up, what can you advise? I'll start from young people who wish or who wants to be one day musicians, artists, whether gospel or other genres. What advice can you give them?
I would always tell young people that to find yourself at a younger age in your church, knowing what you want to do, is the best time to do that. When you're young, how can I say, find your identity in Christ, especially when it comes to being a Levite, being a musician in church. Our churches are so limited with musicians today. We are really struggling. You'll always hear pastors looking for musicians outside of a church, where there's people that you could ask yourself, but why didn't the young people of the church never found themselves equipping themselves to become the leaders of their own church, the musicians of their own church? I think every church needs to really provide such a platform where young people can be exposed to their passions and their desires. But I would really want young people to find themselves first in Christ when it comes to these things. Find out what it is that where God wants to see you in, because we happen to find ourselves with young people that says we want to do something. Say it be guitar playing or bass guitar playing or drum playing, but it's not where it's supposed to be. It's also important to identify what it is you are really called for when it comes to an instrument or what you're talented in. Then us derailing you from what you're supposed to do, because we happen to find ourselves people that are singing that are better drummers than singers. People that are drummers that are better bass guitar players. So we need to steer people also in the right direction when it comes to our young people. But it's for the church to really identify what we have and who we can work with at the end of the day. And also, like I said earlier, develop them to become great musicians and skillful musicians in this time. Because where we find ourselves, it's important for us to really master the gift that God has given us. I'm not a good pianist, but when it comes to vocals and stuff like that, I make sure that I'm good at that. I'm not trying, because I think for all these years I've been working with worship teams, and by this time I've equipped myself to a point where I know that whatever I do now in church, when it comes to music and vocals specifically, there I'm good at. So I'm not misplaced. I'm not trying to figure out who I am in ministry. I know who I am. Hence I said I was groomed at the early stage, and already then I knew what I wanted to become for God. So that's basically it.
Yeah, and I believe one day, soon enough, we'll also invite you to our ministry just to come and help our worshiping team, because it's very important. I think we in the churches, I think we must also what we are doing outside church, we must also do it inside church.
Yes.
We must not focus also outside, but also bring that skill inside the church.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you a tough question. Most of the people that I've been asking this question, they were attacked because of this question. But it's one of the most important questions, especially we as musicians. Do you think musicians are service providers?
I think I heard this question when you were interviewing Jason on this one, and I found it very, very, very interesting when you ask that question. Service providers to God, being in service in ministry, and at His service.
At His service.
So we are at His service. So we can't say we're not.
We can't say we're not.
We definitely are. In Him we are.
We are.
As soon as we come into church, I think from everybody that gets into a ministry, the first thing is, what can you give? What can you render?
What
What
can
shall
you
I render
render?
to Jehovah for? He has done so very much for me. And your whatever it is you render becomes a service.
Becomes a service.
It becomes a service, whether you be a usher or whatever, or a musician for that matter.
Or a musician.
It becomes a service.
So most of the time, I think pastors are struggling with musicians
Yes, sir.
that only comes and play, but during the sermons they are outside, because they feel like I'm just here to play. I'm
Yes.
just I'm just here to just be on the piano, and then
Yes.
I don't have to. They don't even attend maybe midweek services,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. What can you advise, especially our musicians,
First and foremost, it comes with a relationship with your leadership.
with your
I
leadership?
wouldn't necessarily say your pastor, your leadership, your pastor included, obviously. Have a relationship with your leadership to a point that, and I think it goes both ways. I always tell people that it's more difficult for a child to pursue the parent, but it's actually the parent's responsibility to pursue the child. So that when we find ourselves in church, a relationship between a father and a son, a spiritual father, whether it be, let me say, a spiritual father. That thing where we find ourselves of musicians going out and sitting outside of church comes from a lack of a relationship.
Wow. Powerful. That was our closing. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, please do also follow us, Better Mind Podcast, on Twitter, on Instagram as well, and TikTok. We have TikTok as well. Yeah, because TikTok is now the thing. Yeah, and you can also follow us on our Facebook page, Better Mind Podcast. And also, guys, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's where our YouTube is our TV. Yeah, if you want to know where our TV is, YouTube is our TV. So please subscribe. We want your support. Please do subscribe. Please do like. Please share. Please share the link as well. Other than that, may the Lord bless you.